Hello everyone, welcome to Chelsea Sport Focus. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started.
Everton have officially completed the signing of Chelsea Academy winger Tyreek George on loan, with the move confirmed after deadline day thanks to a deal sheet being submitted just before the 1900 GMT cut-off. While the paperwork dragged on late into the night, the outcome is now clear. One of Chelsea's most exciting young attackers has secured a fresh Premier League opportunity, and the finer details of the deal are already sparking debate. George's move includes a buy option, and as usual, Fabrizio Romano has provided the clearest insight into how the agreement is structured. According to the transfer expert, the option to buy is not mandatory, meaning Everton are not obliged to make the deal permanent at the end of the season. Instead, it appears to be a fixed fee option that the Toffees can choose to activate if George impresses during his loan spell. While the exact figure has not yet been disclosed, the structure alone suggests Chelsea still value the winger highly and want to retain control over his future unless Everton are willing to pay what the Blues consider a fair price. For Tyreek George, this move represents a crucial turning point. Despite showing flashes of quality whenever he was called upon at Stamford Bridge, the winger found regular opportunities hard to come by. Matchday squad omissions became increasingly frequent, and with Chelsea boasting a crowded and expensive group of attacking options, the pathway to consistent minutes looked blocked. Rather than stagnate on the fringes, George and the club agreed that a Premier League loan made the most sense. When he did feature for Chelsea's senior side, George made a strong case for himself. Across all competitions, he delivered goals and assists at an impressive rate, often changing the tempo of matches with his direct running, energy and confidence on the ball. However, short cameos and sporadic starts are rarely enough for a young player to truly develop rhythm and decision-making at the highest level. Everton now offer him exactly what he has been craving: the chance to play week in, week out in a demanding environment. From Everton's perspective, this deal looks like smart business. David Moyes has a strong track record of improving young players, particularly those with pace and work ethic, and George fits that profile perfectly. With injuries affecting key attacking players, the winger could find himself with an immediate opening to make an impact. The absence of established starters creates an ideal platform for George to prove that he belongs at this level, not just as a squad option, but as a genuine difference maker. Chelsea, meanwhile, appear satisfied with the balance struck by the agreement. Allowing George to leave on loan relieves short-term squad congestion while giving him the platform to grow. At the same time, the non-mandatory buy option protects the club from losing a talented academy product too cheaply. If George thrives at Everton, Chelsea either benefit from a substantial transfer fee or welcome back a more polished and confident player ready to compete for a place. One lingering mystery is why the deal took so long to finalise. Romano indicated that the agreement and medical were effectively in place as early as Sunday afternoon, yet the confirmation only arrived deep into deadline day chaos. This delay only added to the drama, with supporters on both sides left refreshing social media for clarity. Ultimately, the use of a deal sheet ensured the transfer crossed the line in time. For George himself, the message is simple: this is a massive opportunity. A Premier League loan with a clear pathway to a permanent move puts his career firmly in his own hands. Impress Everton, earn the trust of the fans, and the buy option could quickly become a reality. Fail to take the chance, and questions will inevitably be asked about what might have been. As the dust settles on deadline day, this move stands out as one of the more intriguing deals involving Chelsea's academy. It is a calculated gamble for Everton, a sensible development step for George, and a flexible, low-risk decision for Chelsea. Now, all eyes turn to the pitch, where the young winger finally has the stage to show what he can really do. Chelsea's January transfer window finally slammed shut with one last twist, as the club confirmed that Axel Disasi's loan move to West Ham United was successfully completed, despite dragging on well beyond the official deadline. After hours of uncertainty, confusion and mixed reports, the Blues have now put the matter to rest, confirming that the French defender has indeed joined their London rivals until the end of the season. The January transfer window officially closed at 7 p.m. UK time on Monday evening, bringing an end to weeks of speculation, negotiations, and late-night drama across the Premier League. However, as is often the case on deadline day, Chelsea were able to finalise Disasi's move after the cut-off point, thanks to a deal sheet being submitted before the deadline. This procedural detail allowed the transfer to be legally registered, even though final paperwork and confirmations spilled deep into the night. For much of Monday evening, Disasi's future appeared to be hanging in the balance. Reports suggested the move was on, then off, then back on again, leaving fans unsure whether the defender would remain stranded at Stamford Bridge or finally secure his long-awaited exit. Eventually, clarity arrived late at night, with confirmation that Disasi would spend the remainder of the season on loan at West Ham United. Chelsea made the announcement official through their website, putting an end to the speculation and confirming the defender's temporary departure. The club acknowledged Disasi's journey since his arrival from Monaco in August 2023, highlighting his debut goal for the Blues and the 44 appearances he made during his first season in West London. While his Chelsea career has not unfolded as initially hoped, the club struck a respectful tone, wishing him luck and offering support during his spell at the London Stadium. Disasi's move effectively marks the closing chapter of a long and difficult period for the defender at Chelsea. It has been more than a year since he last featured regularly for the Blues, and after returning from a previous loan at Aston Villa, he found himself frozen out of first-team action once again. Despite being brought back into training under new head coach Liam Rosenior, it became increasingly clear that a fresh start elsewhere was the best outcome for all parties. West Ham, meanwhile, see Disasi as a timely reinforcement. Defensive issues have plagued the Hammers this season, and with suspensions and injuries biting, the 27-year-old is expected to be thrown straight into the action. For Disasi, this loan represents a crucial opportunity to revive his Premier League reputation, put consistent performances together, and potentially earn a permanent move away from Chelsea in the summer. His departure was not the only piece of late drama involving Chelsea on deadline day. Shortly after Disasi's move was confirmed, Tyreek George's loan switch to Everton was also officially announced. The highly rated winger joined the Toffees with an option to buy included in the deal, signalling that Chelsea are open to the possibility of a permanent separation should George impress on Merseyside. Fabrizio Romano provided detailed insight into the structure of that agreement, underlining how carefully Chelsea have tried to protect their long-term interests. In addition to outgoing deals, Chelsea also confirmed the return of Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg. The club opted to activate a recall clause, bringing the young defender back to Stamford Bridge as they reshuffle their defensive options following a chaotic window dominated by centre-back movements. With several defenders leaving and others returning, Chelsea's January business